Hey guys, what's going on? Chad back with you here with another quick video about the Mavic. And this weekend I did something that I always tell people not to do. I flew my Mavic indoors. Now, I didn't fire it up in my living room and blow stuff all over the place like I've seen people do. I flew it at our Sunday night fly-in with my local RC club where we get to fly in the gymnasium. You'll see in the video everybody's flying their big foamy 3D acro planes because they're really awesome pilots. And I fly these, the little tiny whoops, Blade Inductrix FPVs. They start out like that. And then, well, they can end up like this or this, and then of course I use the FPV headset and everything like that, and they're just a ball. I got one set up in acro with an acro board, so it flies pretty close to my Vortex and Alien and everything like that, so it's a ball to fly. A lot of you guys are first time drone pilots, and the Mavic is something that's definitely okay for first time droners. But if you want something to fly indoors when, like today, it's like 30-mile-per-hour winds and raining, and it was freezing rain this morning, you cannot get any better than these. These things are so much fun. You and your kids just have a blast. It's a super inexpensive way to get into the hobby, and it's a good gateway to the hobby. And, like I said, I fly, mostly at my RC club during the summertime and stuff, unless I'm out with, well, it was the Phantom, but this year it'll be the Mavic, grabbing some videos and stuff. So, I encourage all you guys to find your local RC club, become a member. Usually you got to make sure your drones are registered, or airplanes. You'll probably need an AMA membership, which isn't too bad because you get some AMA insurance with that, which is secondary if you were to crash into somebody's house. Remember that. But I think they pay up to like $25,000. So that's pretty nice to have and everything. But it's just the community and the camaraderie. I'll show you some video of of what we did this Sunday. It's still close to the holidays, so there really wasn't a whole lot of people there. But, these guys have had, we've had probably 20 vehicles in the air between the tiny whoops, and we race around the top. And I'll show you some live FP video that I recorded on my Fat Sharks from the DVR on that too, so you can just take a look at what that's all about. But the main thing I just wanted to say is, when I first saw them launch the Mavic on the stage for the first time, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool, but I'll never really fly it indoors. I really don't care that it will do that and stay that still. I still really don't, but I gotta say, it works awesome. It stood so still. I couldn't fly it that much just because the prop wash in the air, even in the huge gymnasium, was messing with those guys that I was flying with. So they just did some hovering with in front of me, and the obstacle avoidance was picking them up the whole time and everything. So pretty amazing. I've never ever doubted the technology that's built into the drone when it comes to the Mavic, as far as how it handles and how it flies. My issues have always been with the camera and the focusing and the application itself. So when it comes to flying the Mavic, in the wind, cold temperatures, whatever, its size, it's super impressive. I've never faulted that. Video, it's been a little challenge, but it's a constant learning process. That's fine, whatever. I love to tinker and play with this stuff. So, but anyway, I'm going to show you guys some of the video of it flying indoors, some slow-mo stuff. I'm going to try to fix it. We'll see how it turns out. I don't want anybody out there going epileptic on me or anything, because the slow-mo was picking up the flicker of the lights. So check it out, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Guys, so here we are taking off with the little tiny whoop, and this is the acro version that I have with the full acro board, souped up motors and everything like that. And this is the DVR footage coming through my Fat Shark goggles. You can see that it gets around pretty good. You can do some pretty good flips and rolls and all kinds of stuff. Having this gym this year has really allowed me to take my skills with these to the next level. And the little track up there where we race is really awesome. But don't get me wrong, you don't need one of these to play around with in a gym. Just doing it in your home is good enough. And actually with this setup, it's actually powerful enough to fly outside in calm conditions. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of this video here, and just kind of show you how much fun you can actually have with something like this for you people that just have a Mavic and that's it. You're thinking about maybe something else. So now let's take a look at the Mavic video. And here we are, my first takeoff indoors with the Mavic in slow-mo. Sorry about the light flicker. First time that I've ever seen or ever did anything like this, and didn't know that the iPhone camera would pick up indoors the light flicker. But you can just see how super stable this thing is in slow-mo, and when I yaw the thing around and check out those hovers going on in the background there with some of my fellow clubmates and their Foamiess. So it's pretty sweet.
The new one works up to like 45.
Here's the Mavic video that was live coming from it, and this is when everybody was doing a quick hover show for me. Like I said, the obstacle avoidance was going on and off and everything, but the Mavic was just stuck basically just like on a tripod. The previous video that I stuck up was basically the iPhone recording what was going on, and I was flying the Mavic in front of it. You could probably hear the visual, the sonar being picked up on the microphone. But didn't want to go too crazy because, like I said, I was blowing them around pretty good, even inside this gym. So, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, come on, look at that. I mean, then look at these guys fly. Believe it or not, if you've never seen it, oh, there goes a little tiny whoop. You know, these guys fly full-sized, 110, 120 inch, gas 3D acrobatic planes, and do the same thing with them, with the engines just howling just 10, 15 feet in front of them. You know, we're talking $6,000, $8,000 airplanes here. So these guys are some really good pilots. Have a lot of fun. Again, I encourage everybody to try to find a local RC club. Check it out. See how friendly they are. See how open they are to all the different technologies. Everybody here has quads. Some people have Phantoms. Some people have Solos. So we got a pretty good diverse group and everything. But this is just pretty cool knowing, I mean, this thing literally is like it's stuck on a tripod. If you told somebody that this is coming from a drone or a tripod that didn't know the difference, I just don't see how they could figure it out. So anyway, guys, that's just a little sneak peek of some fun stuff, and we'll see you on the next video. Stay warm.